Welcome once again as we talk Georgia Tech women's basketball with head coach MaChelle Joseph. Our second time around here in the month of January, and the schedule is getting quite a ways along, about 20 games in, about 2/3 of the season behind us. And the fans right now, they're still all abuzz about a big victory most recently, defeating second-ranked North Carolina at the Coliseum, a landmark victory for your program. You continue to make history with this team.
Well, it was an exciting day. There's no doubt about it. I mean, just the emotion from our players was incredible. But to come back from 15 points down against #2 team in the country, especially it being North Carolina, was a tremendous victory and a confidence booster for this young team. And with primarily freshmen and sophomores on the floor is when we made that run down 15. And to see those young players step up and offensively and defensively do some of the things they did is just really exciting for the future of this program, not just the immediate future, but the long-term future as well. But I was just really pleased with the overall effort, the entire game, and the way that they continue to compete no matter what the score was. And I think we're dangerous that way. Even the other night, we went on a 10-0 run in the second half against Duke. I think if we can keep within striking distance of anybody, you got to be a little concerned about us because we can make those runs. And the North Carolina game was definitely a signature win for our program. There's no doubt that it was one of the biggest wins since I've been at Georgia Tech and possibly the history of our program.
Fans, of course, know about the Jacqua Williamses and the Alex Montgomerys, but as I think back through various games during the season, say Bridget Ardossi against Tennessee Tech, Deja Foster against Michigan State, against North Carolina, Chelsea Regans, Nisha Adams, Day Wilcock. It seems like each game, it's different people getting involved, and that all is very significant for this program.
Right. I thought two of our young post players, Nisha Adams and Chelsea Regans, just did an incredible job against two of the best post players in the ACC. I thought they did a great job defensively on Jessica Breland. Nisha Adams had never played against a top 5 team in the country, and she just went out there and played like she was a veteran. So that was really good to see. And then I thought Asia Hemingway, had struggled a little bit throughout the course of the game, but came in that last play to put us ahead for good with that left-handed layup was a huge contribution and just a confidence booster for all the players that were on the floor. And it was a total team win. The effort was from everyone that got in the game, gave a little something that helped push us over the edge. But you're right, the young post players and Chelsea Regans and Nisha Adams and Sasha Goodlett, I thought the combination of those three, they were pretty special in that win the other night.
Now, of course, as we think about the ACC schedule and what Tech has remaining at the Coliseum, there aren't a lot of chances left for the fans to get out and see this team in person. A big game, though, coming up February 8th. NC State will come in. We've seen how tough they can be against everyone in the league. And, of course, it's also an opportunity to honor the memory of NC State's Coach Kay Yow.
Well, I think most importantly, I would just like to ask all the Georgia Tech fans, alumni, and boosters to come out and support not only Georgia Tech women's basketball, but more importantly, to honor the memory of Coach Kay Yow. Coach Yow represented everything that was good about women's basketball and women's athletics in general. And her 25-year battle with cancer is an incredible journey. But more importantly, Coach Yow was one of the coaches in this country that's probably the most well-respected and most admired of any coach in our game. And the thing that she represented, the spirit and the competitive spirit that she represented and brought to the floor every single game. But not only that, the impact she made on the lives of all the young people that she touched and all the coaches that she came into contact with, her legacy will live on forever. But I would just like to ask that all the Georgia Tech fans come out and support Coach Yow and the NC State team as well as they deal with this very difficult loss. And it's also just a great time for us to raise the awareness of breast cancer in general. So I would ask all of you to put your pink on and come out for our Pink Zone game on February the 8th against NC State.
Again, pink will be the color to wear that day. So often we ask fans to wear gold, but the Jackets will be wearing special pink uniforms to, again, help promote awareness of this cause. One other thing we want to mention, the bidding continues in the Chow Free Out program, a chance to make a contribution to the WBCA Kay Yow Cancer Fund, and at the same time, get a little look behind the scenes here at the AA.
Yeah, we're definitely excited about the Chow Free Out campaign, and we're really looking forward to whoever wins that meal with us, to get a chance to get to know you a little better, to sit down and show you around the Athletic Association here at Georgia Tech. You'll actually get a chance to eat the meal with the student athletes and the coaches and the administration at Georgia Tech, and then also, get a tour and see our offices and kind of get a feel, for our practice situation. You're welcome to stay and go to practice that day, and it's just going to be an incredible experience. So I encourage all of you to get involved and take a look at it. It's on our website at ramblinrec.com under women's basketball, and if you need more information, I'm sure you could call our women's basketball offices and we will provide you with that as well. But really looking forward to finding out who we're going to have that meal with, and I encourage all of you to continue supporting not only breast cancer awareness, but Georgia Tech women's basketball as well.
Now, as I think about what you've seen so far in the ACC, the first 5 games you played against league opponents, that group now is a collective 18-5. 4 of those teams holding down the top 5 spots in the league. We know there are no easy nights in this league, but the games you have coming up, they can't be any tougher than what you've seen so far, whether it's in the league or some of the non-conference teams you've played.
I'd like to take that record even one step further, Richard, because one of the teams we played had 4 of those 5 losses. So, you look at the strength of the schedule that we played in the ACC so far, and it's like I told our players yesterday at practice, it doesn't get any harder than what we've already been through. The fact that we were able to split with North Carolina and Duke is an amazing accomplishment, because not a lot of teams are going to do that this year. And the fact that, we're looking at we take our season at 3 games at a time, and our next 3 games are Miami at home, Clemson at home, and Wake Forest on the road. And our goal is to go 3-0, and our kids are really excited about the opportunity and the challenges that are ahead of us. We feel like we continue to get better every day. Our freshmen and sophomores seem to understand how to compete in this league and at this level. Every day we just seem to see another player step up and improve, and it's just an exciting time for our program. And we said we were on a journey to find our success, and success for us is becoming the best team we can be. And I really honestly felt like it would be the beginning of February, middle of February before we would hit our stride, and I think we're headed in that direction. And our schedule, the strength of our schedule early on, has really helped us.
Sounds like the best is yet to come. We want to remind fans, tickets for upcoming games are available at ramblinrec.com/tickets. I want to see fans get out there. We saw the impact it had at the North Carolina game, the excitement that was in the building, and made a difference in your team getting that victory. So again, the fans can very much be a part of the Jackets' effort down the stretch.
Yeah, we were really excited about the 6th man we had in the North Carolina game. The fans at the end of the game were unbelievable, and the fact they rushed the court afterwards, it's the first time since I've been at Georgia Tech that I've ever seen that happen. So it was a really exciting moment, and the end of the game it came down to, it was tied, and the motion of the crowd and how loud they got, it was just an amazing feeling for our players and our staff, and we're really excited. Hopefully that'll get people excited about our program and coming out and supporting us, because we could have a really strong run in the month of February.
A lot of good things to talk about here on this edition of our program. We look forward to more good things when we do it again, once again in February. Coach Joseph, thanks for joining us. And again, continued good luck this season.
Thank you,
Richard. MaChelle Joseph, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you again next month right here at ramblinrec.com.